Hello, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that are listening to me today. My name is Liz Clemons. I am the director of the James A. Lane Boys and Girls Club, where I've been for 30 years. I have a husband of 17 years. I have 3 daughters, 4 grands, and 4 great-grands that I adore tremendously. But I want to tell you a little bit about my story and how my health issues started and how God healed me and how I had to have faith through the process. On October 23rd, my husband and I was sitting out under our patio, and I told him, I said, Burnell, I said, I got a funny feeling in my left side here. I said, it feel like somebody pouring cold water on me and it's running down my arm. So he said, well, no. He said, well, it's probably a little side effect from the surgery you just had on October the 15th. So I said, well, okay then. So I just went on and I said, well, I'm gonna go and get some wire so I can start making some bows for my wreaths for Christmas, because I like to make wreaths. So I went on. So he said, well, let's go and get us something to eat. Let's go get us some lunch. So we did. We went to Jill's, get us some lunch. I come back, I sit down, trying to eat. I felt that cold sensation again. I mean, I'm telling you ladies, it was like somebody had a pitcher of ice water, pouring it on top of my head, and it was running down my arm. Never felt anything like that before. So before I go any further, I want to tell you all ladies, listen to your body. I don't care if it's anything. Listen to your body and go get yourselves checked when in doubt, okay? So on October 23rd, I get to Crestwood emergency room. They take me back right away. They do all kind of tests. So this one doctor said, well, let's do another MRI. They had never heard of someone coming in, because first they thought I was having a stroke. But the doctor said he had never heard of anybody coming in feeling like cold water was being poured on them. So he did an MRI with contrast, and that's when he found the tumor. Now, mind you, it was only 2 centimeters big, but the tumor had cancerous cells in it. So the doctor told me, he said, well, Miss Clemons, he said, it's not in the best place. He said, but it's not in a bad place. He said, I can go in, he said, and I can get it all. Since I've had my surgery, first I was in rehab, and I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I can't do this. So, but God said, I've been with you all this time. Why you can't? So I went to rehab for 30 days. But when I got home, I had a walker. I had to learn how to take a bath all over. I had to learn how to walk again. So I had to walk. I was sitting in my den one day. My husband had gone to church that Sunday. So I looked at the walker, and I was like, God, I don't want to have to use this for the rest of my life. And when my husband came home from church, I told him to stop at the door, and I walked to him. And he was so happy. No more than I was, though. But what I want you all to know is this. Like I said, listen to your bodies. They got so many things now to help you, but some of it is left up to us. We got to do what the doctor tell us to do. Like if we have type 2 diabetes, we know we got it. We got to learn how, it's a lifestyle change. We got to learn how to eat better. When people say the word cancer, the first thing they think about is death and dying. Cancer is not a death sentence, not all the time. If you catch it in time, they got so many cures now for stuff, but we got to know. We have got to know. And our problem is lack of communication and lack of knowledge of what's going on in our community with our black people, because I'm praying and hoping that my story will give somebody else strength to go through whatever it is that they got to go through with. So we can't sit down because lack of knowledge. We got to get out there. We got to learn. We got to know what's in the community for us. We got to know what will help heal us. Now, and I'm going to tell you all this, and this is what I believe. These are my beliefs. I believe God did put doctors and nurses here. He trained them. Those are his people too. He trained them to help heal us. But they can't heal us if they don't know what's going on with us. So we got to be a little bit more vocal in our community about what's going on with our Black health. And like I said, Black women, I'm telling you, please listen to your body. Because I'm telling you, if you listen, you're going to hear something. I am now included in the conversation.